Hello, Catamounts. So today we are going to be going over how to add and drop courses from your schedule. Now, to start off this process, you're always going to begin at your My WCU account screen. That's where we're at right now. There are two different ways you can get into this process from here. You can go to the search menu, type in Add, and then click on Add or Drop a Course. Or you can go through your personal services link over in the Quick Links area. And that is the way we're going to go through this process today. So we're going to click on Personal Services. It's going to take us to the full Personal Services page. I'm going to click on the Student tab, then the registration box, and then Add, Drop, or Withdraw. Now, normally, before you can get into this page or after you click on this link, it's going to ask you for your alt PIN, and that is the 6-digit alt PIN that you receive from your advisor, or if you're a new student at orientation, such that you can get into the system. And the system knows that you've already spoken with an advisor about which classes you need to be taking. We're not going to see that today because I've already accessed this screen once, and you only have to put in your alt PIN one time. So we're not going to see that pop up again, but just know normally you'd have to submit that before it's going to let you into this process. Now for right now, since we know we're just adding and dropping classes, we're going to go into the Register, Add, Drop, Withdraw link. And then we're always going to make sure we're selecting the right semester. This can confuse students sometimes because right now we're in the fall 2020 semester, but we're registering for spring 2021 classes. So always make sure you're selecting the correct semester that you're currently registering for. So spring 2021 is selected. I'm going to click on Continue. And then it's going to take me to this page. So here we've got the course search feature. Then we've got a visual of what my calendar is going to look like for the schedule I've got currently built, which is great. This is a really good tool for a good number of students since they're more visually inclined and they want to see how these classes are going to look on their schedule. And then over here, we've got the list of the courses I'm currently registered for. So to add a course, you always want to start off by typing in the subject or finding the subject on this screen. Biology right now, that's what we're looking at registering for me. And then course number, if you don't know the course number, that's fine. All you need is the subject, and it's going to show you all the courses that meet the requirements for that subject in the semester that you're registering for. But I know the number, it's going to be 241, which is Ecology and Evolution. Once I've got that typed in, I'm going to click on Search. And it's going to bring up all of the courses which meet the requirements for the search I just completed. So this is all Intro to Ecology and Evolution for Biology, which is great. That's exactly what I'm wanting to register for. Now scrolling down, it looks like there's seats available in each of these sections except for this one. We see that full 0 of 48 seats remaining, which tells us, okay, I'm not going to be able to register for this particular section. That's fine. There's plenty of seats in other sections. So I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to register for section 2 of the lecture. I'm going to click Add. And since this is a lab-based course, I know that I also need to register for a lab course at the same time as the lecture course. And that's really important to remember because if you're registering for a lab-based course and you only try to register for the lecture or only the lab one at a time, then when you go down here and you click submit, it's going to give you an error because you have to register for both of them at the same time. So we're going to find a laboratory that works for me. This one works. I'm going to click add and voila, we see it down here. Both of these are listed as pending because we have not clicked submit yet. I want to review my calendar, make sure this meets what I need it to do for my schedule. It looks good. The lecture doesn't mess with my other lecture. The lab is in a good space on my calendar, so we are good to go. We're going to come over here and we're going to click submit. And once we've clicked submit, it is going to register for us or register us for these classes. And so now this has changed from gray to blue, and then the lab has gone from gray to pink, which is good. Shows us everything that's currently on the calendar. Over here, it says registered, so everything went off fine. I didn't get any alerts telling me there was an error in my registration process. So now that we've got this added to the schedule, I know that I don't actually need this class. So we're going to remove it from my schedule, and this way you can see what the drop process looks like as well. So for the drop process, we're just going to go over to this action column, and next to the class we're wanting to drop, I'm going to select web drop. And again, this is a lab-based course, so we can't do anything with one of them without doing it with both of them. So I've selected web drop for the lab. Now I'm going to select web drop for the lecture. Then I'm going to click submit. And now they've changed to gray and say deleted. I don't have options over here anymore. And so we know that this has been removed from my schedule. And here we can see on the calendar view, it has also been removed from my calendar view. So I'm no longer in that course, which is great. Now we saw up here this error. So the full 0 of 48 seats remaining. The great thing about this schedule building process is the system will alert you normally if there's an issue which can potentially prevent you from registering for a course. So here it tells us this section is full. That's fine. I'm going to go back to the search menu. I'm going to show you another error you might want to keep an eye out for. So first off, I'm going to deselect the biology and the 241. I'm going to select English and then 101. And then search. And so we're seeing a lot of these sections are full, but here is something that's a little bit different. It says time conflict. And that tells me that this section of this course, even if there were seats available in it, I would probably not be able to register for this class because it is at a time that I'm already registered for a class. And so this section of English 101 would directly conflict with my general chemistry course, which I'm currently registered for. So that's not a course I would be able to register for at this time. And really, that is the basic gist of what you need to know to add and drop courses to your schedule. And keep in mind, if you ever have any questions about adding or dropping, or you run into an issue which you're not understanding, you can always call the advising center and speak with an advisor about the process. You can also go back to that personal services and then the registration box, and you can click on the how to register link, and it's going to take you to a PDF with a few more instructions on how to go about in that process of adding and dropping classes from your schedule. Outside of that, definitely call the advising center and speak with an advisor. We are happy to help. I hope you have a good day.